You must have heard many miracles in life, but this incident is probably something you've never heard before. A non-Muslim girl observed fasting, and what happened afterward was nothing short of a miracle. There was a father who used to follow his daughter everywhere like a shadow. He often said to her, "Daughter, this world, this universe, the sky, the earth, everything is under human control. Do whatever you want, achieve whatever you desire. There is no God or any divine power in this game." The innocent girl often had questions floating in her eyes. "Father, if there is no God, then how did we come into this world? Did we just appear out of nowhere?" The father would harshly reply, "Our parents gave birth to us. There is no creator, no master, no provider, only humans create humans." The girl heard the same lessons daily, becoming part of that blind belief. The entire village echoed the same ideology that no power is above humans and that the concept of God is just a myth. The villagers used to go into the forest to cut wood for a living, and the father taught his daughter the same skill. She would go alone, cut wood, and return. But one day, curiosity overwhelmed her heart. What lies beyond this forest? This urge filled her steps with speed. She kept walking until she saw a distant settlement glowing with light, a light that seemed to brighten the soul. As she got closer, she saw smiles on everyone's faces. It was Maghrib time. People had food utensils in their hands, and a large spread was laid out with all kinds of delicious food. Everyone prayed together and then sat down to eat. Suddenly, a soft voice called out to her, "Daughter, come here, break your fast with us." She was surprised but too hungry to resist. She sat with them. After the meal, everyone stood behind an elderly man and started praying. The innocent girl watched in amazement, not understanding what was happening. When the prayer ended, that same loving voice asked, "Daughter, who are you? Where have you come from?" The girl softly replied, "I live in a nearby village. I came here to collect wood but saw this light and got drawn here." The woman smiled, "You did good by coming. Do you know what month this is? It is the blessed month of Ramadan, a month of mercy and blessings." The girl shook her head. "I don't know what Ramadan is," the woman lovingly explained. "Ramadan is the holy month when we fast from dawn till dusk, worship Allah, stay away from evil, and pray. The food you just ate is called iftar." The girl was mesmerized by the woman's softness, love, and way of speaking. She smiled and said, "It felt so good being with you all." The woman kissed her forehead and said, "Come to us whenever you want. Our doors are always open." When the girl returned home that day, her heart had changed. She had never seen such a scene, such light, such peace, and the feeling of motherly love she never experienced before. But she couldn't tell her father anything, knowing he would not only scold but might also beat her. Still, the memory of that village stayed in her heart. Every day she wished to return there. So, she started using the excuse of cutting wood and visited the village, joined them for iftar, listened to their talks, and found peace in that pure atmosphere. One day, the Muslim woman said, "Daughter, do you know we also eat something called sahur?" The girl asked, "What is sahur?" The woman smiled, "It's the meal we eat before sunrise so we can fast the entire day." Something pulled at the girl's heart. For the first time, she felt ready to bow her head before an unseen God. But who was this God? Her father had made her forget everything about him. One restless day, when her father was not home, she thought, why not visit the village? If father asks, I'll say I went to cut wood. Thinking this, she crossed the forest and reached the glowing village. This time, she saw a radiant old man whose face shined with light, eyes calm, and words sweet enough to touch the heart. He was the village elder, a man of God teaching everyone from a sacred book. The girl sat nearby. She had never seen such a personality. His words felt like they were entering directly into her heart, giving her peace and an unknown magic. Suddenly, she remembered, oh no, I haven't told father. If I'm late, he'll be very angry. She stood up quickly. The old man called out, daughter, wait, who are you? Where have you come from? Before she could answer, the same Muslim woman came forward and said, Hazrat, she's the girl who has been visiting us for a few days. The elder smiled kindly. Why are you leaving so soon, daughter? With her eyes lowered, she replied, father doesn't know, he'll be angry. The elder smiled, all right, go, but come again. The girl returned, but now a new desire had awakened in her heart as she wanted to witness Sahur too. That night, as her father fell into deep sleep, she quietly slipped out. She no longer feared the forest or the darkness. It felt like someone was guiding and protecting her. When she reached the village, the entire place was alive with Sahur preparations. Everyone was smiling, and their faces glowed with a strange light. She went straight to the elder, who smiled. "So you've come. Are you planning to fast with us this time?" the innocent girl asked. "What is fasting?" the elder gently explained. "Fasting isn't just about staying hungry or thirsty. It's about protecting your body and soul from every evil that can destroy you here and in the afterlife. This is Ramadan, the month of blessings, mercy, and forgiveness. Every Muslim man and woman must fast, worship Allah, and stay away from sins." The girl listened silently as if every word was knocking on her heart. It felt like the first rain falling on dry land. She asked, "Who is Allah?" "My father says there is no God. We just came into existence by ourselves." The elder smiled sadly. "No, daughter, that's not true. This world, the sky, the earth, everything is by His will. He is one, without any partner. He created us but is not our father. He is free from any weakness or flaw. Listen, daughter, your God is the same as mine. He is the Lord of everything, whether someone believes it or not." The girl's heart stopped for a moment. These words were new but full of truth. It felt like finding the way back home after being lost. Just then, the Sahur call was made. The elder said, "Come, daughter, sit with us. You'll experience your first Sahur and understand its purpose." She sat down peacefully, feeling like she belonged there. After Sahur, the elder gently asked, "Daughter, do you want to become a Muslim?" Tears filled her eyes. "Yes. I've been lost for so long. I had no religion, no God. I was a helpless traveler. But now, I've found my Goda, the one who belongs to everyone. I want to belong to him." The elder's eyes sparkled. "Then recite the Kalma with all your heart." With trembling lips, she recited the Kalma Shahadat. That moment was her soul's rebirth as she became a Muslim. She kept her first fast that day and prayed with him for the first time. Tears rolled down, but her heart was full of peace. She began learning the Quran. Every word quenched her soul's thirst. At dawn, she returned home, her father still asleep. Days passed peacefully. Her father knew nothing. She secretly fasted, prayed, and found solace in the Quran. Her father would call her for meals, and she'd lie, "I've already eaten, Abba." This became a daily routine. One day, her father grew suspicious. "Are you sick? You don't eat with me anymore." She lowered her head. "Abba, maybe my habits have changed." Every day, she secretly ate sahur, fasted, and went to the village when her father left. But fate revealed the secret. One of her father's companions saw her going towards the Muslim village. Shocked, he told her father, "Your daughter goes to the Muslim village every day. You should see what's happening." Anger boiled inside her father. That evening, he returned home with unusual rage. He called his daughter. "Bring me cold sherbet." She brought it with trembling hands. He grabbed her hand and forced her to sit. "Drink from my hand. You haven't been eating or drinking properly for days." Her soul trembled. She couldn't break her fast. She softly said, "Abba, I cannot drink this sherbet." Her father's face turned red with rage. "Why? What's the matter?" He slapped her hard. "Tell me, why do you go to that Muslim village? What have they taught you?" With starry eyes but a firm voice, she replied, "Abba, they taught me the truth, that this world didn't create itself, nor did we. There is a God who runs everything." Her father roared, "There is no God. They've filled your mind with rubbish. You'll be punished. Drink this sherbet now." Crying, she said, "Abba, I can't. I'm fasting. It's Ramadan. I won't break my fast even if it costs me my life." Her father screamed, "You've become a Muslim." She wiped her tears and replied, "Yes, I've become a Muslim with my heart, soul, and everything." Her father turned into a beast. He called a woman, drag her and wash her. She ate their food. She is impure. They disrespected her fast, forced her to bathe as if she were a criminal, and then locked her in a damp cell. Yet, no complaint escaped her lips. She fasted without sahur, endured hunger, but kept calling her Lord, "O Lord of Majesty, Rahman, Rahim, help me, I've accepted you wholeheartedly." Meanwhile, The elder kept looking for her. She neither came for sahur nor iftar. The village was worried. Hazrat, we miss here a broken bar.